No 1, 2, 3 today, least we forget. Hello, welcome to Wrestle MSX. I'm Michael.
I'm Sally.
We kick off with Triple H, and he says we all have different opinions on who the greatest is. Shawn Michaels. It is subjective, it isn't, but in his mind it is John Cena, who he then introduces out to the ring. After a round of thank you Cenas from the crowd, Cena speaks about the last time he's now tournament, how he wanted to come to Boston one last time, and then talks about watching his first WWF match in the old arena in Boston. As he speaks though, he's interrupted by Dirty Dom, who heads down to the ring. He asks Triple H what he's going to do about being attacked by his dad last week, when Cena interrupts. Cena introduces Dom to the crowd, but Dom tells Cena to speak when he's spoken to, or he'll put him down. In any other town, says Cena, he'd give him a chance, but not here, he's invincible. Wrong time, wrong place. He offers him a chance to walk away, but Dom says he's already better than him, any time, any place, any era, and he's not even in his prime. Triple H then interjects and says it seems like a good era, a good place, and a good time. So, Dom, you will defend your Intercontinental Championship tonight, right now.
We'll hit a break and come back to Dom seemingly in control, but then escaping the ring as Cena makes a comeback. Dom heads up the rampway, Cena gives chase, but ends up in the ring steps. Cena just about beats the count out, says hello to the three amigos, and is then covered for 2. Cena, of course, powers up, drops the 5-knuckle and looks for the AA, but Dom escapes it and then exposes a turnbuckle.
The referee notices, and so covers it back up. But while he's tying the pad back on, Dom exits the ring, grabs a chair, re-enters the ring and pulls off his dad's old trick, which is to hit the mat with a chair, toss it to his opponent and then lay down as if he's been hit and looking for the DQ. Only Cena's too wise to this and throws the chair to the mat before lying down himself.
When the ref turns around, he of course has no clue who's hit who, with Cena then giving Dom a wink. The dirty one then gets up with the chair, but the ref wrestles it off him. As Dom turns back towards the ring, Cena looks for an AA, but the pair bump into the ref, which sends him to the outside. Cena then locks in the STF and Dom taps out, with Cena getting up and celebrating.
He then realises there's no ref, with Dom sliding out of the ring and coming back in with his Intercontinental title. He takes a swing at Cena, who ducks it, lands an AA, and then beckons another ref out. One comes, counts to 2, and Dom kicks out. Dom then trips Cena, lands a 619, and frog splashes into cover, but Cena just picks him up, throws him onto his shoulders, and lands another AA.
Cena then covers Dom, the referee counts to 3, and John Cena completes the set, becomes a Grand Slam champion and wins the Intercontinental Championship. Cena thanks the crowd and tells them the champ is here while raising his newly acquired championship. Cena celebrates in the back with the rest of the gang, tells Rey Mysterio he hopes it was a good lesson, and then shakes the hand of Cody Rhodes, with Cody saying he wouldn't miss it.
We take a look back at last week when Punk got blindsided by Paul, before we have our first, the last time is now tournament. Damian Priest against Rusev. This begins as a slugfest with punches, kicks and elbows, then continues with punches, kicks and elbows, until we get a fall-away slam from Rusev just as we break. We come back to more punching and a broken arrow from Priest with a cover for 1.
Rusev then gets one off a clothesline, with the pair then having a kick-off. Priest levels Rusev with a clothesline, goes old school by crossbodying Rusev from the rope, and then looks for the south of heaven. Rusev escapes it, gouges the injured eye of Priest from when it was fireballed by Black, lands a matchka kick and covers Priest for the win.
Backstage we see Styles and Lee speaking with Adam Pearce looking for a match when Pearce asks them how the name's coming. Lee says dragons with style, which AJ doesn't seem too keen on, with a pair then heading off. Me either, just go with AJ Lee.
Yeah.
Maxine Dupree then comes into shot with Dupree telling Pierce she wants Becky. Pierce says, okay, next week MSG, and then wanders off. As he does, Dupree's jumped by Becky, who tells her she doesn't stand a chance.
CM Punk heads out next, and he's rather annoyed. He calls out Logan Paul, with Paul then heading out. As per usual, he rags on the crowd. Gotta get that heat. And since taking that tsunami, his eyes have been opened to a whole new vision.
I wonder where this is going.
Out walks Paul Heyman, Bronson Reed, and Bron Breakker. The four head towards the ring while Heyman tells Punk that he's friendless because he's betrayed his friends.
Heyman says he couldn't be more unlikable than if his name was AJ Lee. Punk responds by saying if she was here, she'd leave all of them in their own pee-pee and blood. But as she's not here, he'll fight all of them. As they approach the ring, Jey Uso slides in from behind to not quite even up the odds, with the heels then getting on the apron. But as they do, we hear the QB's music, with Cody then running out and joining the good guys.
The baddies rush the ring and we have a mass brawl. Punk takes out Paul, Rhodes, Breakker, and all three Reed. The heels scarper up the rampway with their tails firmly between their legs.
Out next, Stephanie Vaquer defending her World Championship against Raquel Rodriguez, Nikki Bella and Roxanne Perez alongside, respectively. We get a near Devil's Kiss early, but Rodriguez powers out and levers Vaquer with a clothesline and covers for two as we hit a break. We come back to a crossbody Meteora and cover for two by Vaquer, with the champ then going for the SVB, but once again unable to lift Big Mommy Cool.
A suplex and big boot net Rodriguez a two, with another two off a running powerbomb. Perez then grabs Vaquer while she's on the apron, with Bella making the save as the fight gets back in the ring. Rodriguez then misses her corkscrew elbow, which allows Vaquer to hit the Devil's Kiss. A corkscrew moonsault and then cover for the 1, 2, 3. After the match, Perez attacks, but in comes Nikki Bella for the save to clear her out. I wasn't expecting this so soon, but as Vaquer turns to celebrate with Nikki, Nikki clocks her with the belt before standing over her and raising the title. Nikki then takes her top off, calm yourself, and then reveals a new top. Same as the old one, but black. So, she's a bad guy now?
Must be. I'm surprised they've done this. We knew it was coming.
Yeah.
But literally like, hey, let's be mates last week. This week,
Done.
bosh. I thought they'd let it just simmer for a little bit and teased the turn, but no, just getting on with it.
Straight turn to a black top.
And that's it. We see another WrestleMania promo. This time it's Cody Rhodes, and he says he's taken some hits, and sometimes he went all in. Nice. But he was built for this moment, and everyone after it.
Backstage, we see Punk telling Pierce he has himself a team, and to go find Paul Heyman and tell him to find a team.
He's already got a team, hasn't he, Heyman?
Yeah.
Really. Anyway.
Pierce asks if he's asking what he thinks he's asking, with Punk then shouting Regal. Bill appears, shouts WarGames, with Pierce then telling them to prepare for war.
Next up, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sheamus in another The Last Time Is Now tournament. While the match was underway, Wade made a good point on comms that Sheamus has never won the Intercontinental title, and the last match Cena will have now, unless he loses the title on Raw next week, because Cena's making an appearance, the last match Cena will have, possibly, will be for the IC title, because just giving it to him for a week is a bit of a throwaway, really.
Yeah.
I know why they've done it, but at least let him hold it until his last match. Anyway, back to the match. Sheamus slams Nakamura onto the apron. We break, come back, and then see a rolling senton from Sheamus.
Sheamus goes high, but Nakamura gets up to him and superplexes him down. The pair then exchange blows, with Sheamus winning out, landing 10 beats of the Bow Rain and then sets up for the Brogue. Nakamura counters with a sling blade and then misses the Kinshasa, with Sheamus then dropping Shinsuke with a knee and covering for two as Nakamura grabbed the bottom rope.
Kinshasa, very posh. Sheamus looks for white noise from the middle rope, but Nakamura counters with a powerbomb and covers for two. Sheamus then gets a roll up for two, and then drops Nakamura with a bro kick from absolutely nowhere. That's curtains for Shinsuke as the follow-up cover sees Sheamus progress to the next round.
We see 2 more matches drawn for the Last Time Is Now tournament. Javon Evans will take on a returning Gunther, and Solo Sikoa will take on, well, Pierce won't tell us, saying we'll have to wait until next week.
So this is going to be another, well, outsider.
Outsider.
And I don't mean Kevin Nash.
No.
Or Razor Ramon. But this has got to be another, who's it going to be?
Yeah.
So we've already think Edge, which I don't think. I'm being realistic. What about Jericho? I know we're being silly with Undertaker. I know it won't be him and it won't be Angle. I know we're being silly with them. But Edge and Jericho, I mean, we've still got TNA.
We've got TNA people, yeah.
We don't watch that. Anyway, enough about that. So, last match of the night, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss defending their women's tag team titles against the Kabuki Warriors. We begin with all 4 fighting before we get to Bliss taking out Sane, with Sane then tagging Asuka and Flair coming in for Bliss. Flair does the over-the-top rope, land on the apron move, only to come back in by diving through the ropes and rolling up Asuka for 2.
Sane then enters with a flying forearm and covers Flair for 1, with Sane then being knocked from the apron to the floor and a fight going to the outside as we break. We come back to Bliss about to be double teamed, but she counters and DDTs the Warriors before tagging in Flair. Flair enters the ring with a double crossbody before lighting up the pair and putting Asuka down with her tumbling clothesline.
Flair fall-away slams both Warriors, lands a moonsault to both and then covers Asuka for 2. The pair then exchange forearm blows before Flair counters the Empress Impact. We then witness twin natural selections, or rather we don't, as Asuka counters Flair's attempt with an Asuka lock. Flair rolls out, kicks Asuka and then looks to tag out, but Sane pulls Bliss from the apron.
Flair fights out of an armbar and puts Asuka in a Boston Crab, with Asuka countering into a roll-up pin and covering for 2. Flair locks in a figure 4 after a big boot, but doesn't see Sane climbing the top rope and looking for the insane elbow. It doesn't matter though, as Bliss gets in the ring and catches Sane before delivering the Sister Abigail DDT.
At this point, Flair has the figure 8 locked in, but then from the commentator's desk side of the ring, Nia Jax and Lash Legend pull Flair's arms from under her, causing her to break the hold. Bliss confronts the pair, with Sane dumping her over the announcer's desk. Back in the ring, Flair takes a beating and is then held in place by Asuka as Sane drops her elbow and covers for the 1, 2, 3. The Kabuki Warriors are the new women's tag team champions, which I don't like, because I don't like them, and I just find them boring.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, if you love them, that's fine.
I like Bliss and Charlotte having it.
But the Kabuki Warriors are just boring. All they do is shout.
Well,
what
Asuka
Asuka
shouts,
does.
yeah.
I just find them boring. There's nothing about them. If you love them, that's fine. For me, no. Anyway.
After the match, Lash and Jax enter the ring and beat up Flair and Bliss, with the Warriors then coming back in and joining the beatdown. IYO SKY then heads out for the save, which she does by taking out Lash, Asuka, Sane, and then Jax with those ridiculous looking uppercuts.
They are ridiculous. They're just...
Sky pushes it too far though and gets levelled by Lash, with all the heels then getting their pound of flesh from IYO.
So out comes Rhea Ripley, face mask and all to mop up. Jax suffers a wardrobe malfunction which follows Charlotte Flair's wardrobe malfunction from SmackDown, with the faces then taking out the heels and Sane suffering a razor's edge over the top rope. Rhea then grabs a mic and shouts, "WarGames," didn't see that coming, as Raw then goes off the air. Yeah, I mean, you know it's coming.
Yeah.
They've got to make some matches somehow. Whether
Need some
anybody,
WarGames matches. They need to
whether
round up people.
whether it'll be 4-on-4 for the women, or they'll
Find someone else.
try and crowbar somebody else. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head who they get in. But the thing is, like, just going back to the Kabuki Warriors, if you're still watching, and me I'm not interested in whatsoever. I'm more interested in Legend and Jax,
Yeah.
who've
quite like them as
literally just been made like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
And I'm more interested in what they're going to bring than the Kabuki Warriors, which tells you something about the Kabuki Warriors, in my mind. I don't want to see them.
Say it's
I
each
just
their
find
own. I
them
know
boring.
people like them. I'm not too
I don't
bothered.
know anybody that likes them. Anyway, so now for Michael's moment of the night. This could be a match, a line, a look, a promo, something funny, interesting, quirky, different, just something that catches my eye. Obviously, it has to wait until the end, because if I do it halfway through and it's something that happens at the end, it's kind of a spoiler. So, Michael's moment of the night is not Cena winning the Intercontinental title.
That's mine.
That was kind of a gimme as soon as Dom came out. But for me, it was Cody Rhodes running out and joining Punk and Jey in the ring to see off the Vision. It was just that, the good guys are coming together. What's going to happen here? That's what I want to see. Now, I would like the old school Survivor Series. I am of that era. That's what I preferred. I'm not into this WarGames. Let everybody's all in, absolutely smashing the hell out of each other straight off the bat. I'm not bothered about that. I'd rather see the old elimination style.
I like that as well, yeah.
But, each to their own. The question is, though, will others join either side? Because sure, it's got to be more than 3 on 3. And if, at least it's good guys and bad guys rather than a faction against a faction. It's, that's how it used to be.
Yeah.
Just get all the good guys together and all the bad guys and then just have a big face-off. But anyway, the question is, will others join either side? And if they do, who's going to join? I can't think of any other... you could have Priest with the faces if you want to. But it's who's going to join the heels. Gunther, Black, Rusev. Any thoughts?
If so, and you'd like to share them with us, then please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. Don't forget to go and check out our Muses video with thoughts and opinions on the last week of WWE. A new one drops every Wednesday.
Thank you again for watching.
And we'll see you Wednesday for a look at this past week in WWE, and Saturday when we take a look at SmackDown.